Hey. Grace and peace to everyone that gets an opportunity to watch this. Welcome in, y'all. You are here with Gripping and Ripping Sports. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson, coming to you live at 5, no time for jive. And man, we got some wonderful things to talk about because something wonderful just happened today. Y'all tune in right after this here.
Hey, it's time to open up your ears and your eyes. You are now tuned in to Grip It and Rip It. Know what I'm talking about? Grip it and rip it, okay. Grip it and rip it, rip it, grip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, grip it and rip it, grip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, grip it and rip it, grip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, grip it and rip it, grip it and grip it and grip it.
Oh yeah, welcome in, H-Town. It's a joyous day as the city of Houston continues to rejoice. Not just because Bill O'Brien got fired, although you know how people mourn when someone dies, we will be rejoicing for days and weeks and months and probably years to come that Bill O'Brien is no longer, I said, the head coach of the Houston Texans. But today, we rejoice because the Astros, for the fourth straight year in a row, make it to the ALCS. That's without Garrett Cole. That's without Justin Verlander. That's without Brad Peacock. That's without our young phenom, Jordan Alvarez, right? That's without all them cats. Yet we still there. That's us going 2 games under 500 in the regular season. That's us sweeping in the first round of the playoffs and should have swept the ALDS. But we didn't. They got a game in, the A's. I want to take my hat off to the A's. They did a wonderful job. They won the division this year. They're coming up, and we got to deal with them. We got to be prepared for them every single year because they just like we are. They got a lot of guys that can put the bat to the ball and get those balls up out the yard, period. So I tip my hat to them. They did a wonderful job, but it was not enough to take down the mighty Astros of Houston, Texas. Okay? So with that being said, first of all, I want to just, really give kudos to one Carlos Correa. Let me tell you something, man. That dude's sack is the size of 2 Earths. Okay? If you'll allow me to say that. Now, yes, I'm a man of the cloth. I said that I tried to keep it PG. But y'all know what I'm saying. Okay? In light of sports talk, you know what I'm saying. That man has really, I'm like Show and Clint on Sports Radio 610. I can't even call him Carlos no more. I got to call him Los Correa, because that boy got a sack the size of 2 Earths. He came out in the offseason knowing that we were involved in a cheating scandal. It had been shown and proven, not just assertions, but there was proof, inevitable proof that we cheated, and we did, and we paid the penalty. Maybe not the penalty that a lot of people think we should have paid. Nevertheless, the embarrassment of having to come out after winning a World Series, not just being caught as cheaters, but we won a World Series because of a lot of it. So, with that being said, I think that it's extremely and vitally paramount that we mention how Carlos Correa was the front runner that came out and was like, yeah, we did it. We was wrong, point blank, period. We should have never did nothing like that. But then he also said, man, look, if you don't know the facts, you need to shut your mouth, period. And that kind of talk, leading the team like that. And then, even though I didn't really care, he was like, look, people didn't want us here, but now we here. So what they gonna say about it? I mean, big huevos, right? And he ain't been doing nothing but backing it up. Man, today he hit a shot. I'm talking about, y'all seen it as soon as he hit it. It looked like he probably didn't even feel the ball when it hit the bat. That's how the stroke was. It was like there was a piece of air in between the ball and the bat that caused the impact for that ball to get smashed out the park the way that it did. And man, he knew it. As soon as he hit it, he looked the other way and just thought, I was wide up with him too, at my job on break, of course, at Thigh Spice, sitting there eating my sesame chicken. And when he was like, I was right there with him, fired up. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, boy. Get us back in this thing. You know what I'm saying? But man, look at the way these Astros are playing. Relentless. Relentless. They got, even though we cheated in 2017, we did not need to do that. The talent on this team is unprecedented. Really is. We have probably, arguably, the best lineup in Major League Baseball aside from the Dodgers and the Yankees, man. Like top 3 for sure. That's why we back in it with our key players that we've had in the playoffs the 3 years prior to the one that we're in right now. So, man, I tip my hat. If I had a dog bone, I'd do it properly and tip my hat to the Astros because, man, they took care of business and they won the ALDS against the Oakland Athletics. And now we go on to the ALCS, the championship series, and it's going to either be out of Tampa Bay or the New York Yankees. Now, let me be clear. The media world, the sports world, they want the Astros and the Yankees to play in the ALCS. Period. That's what they want. They gonna do everything they can do, not just media, but all that. Come on, you gotta know all that stuff is linked together. Money's involved. When money's involved, you got links. Okay, if that's the case, we would never have crooked cops. Period. So they're gonna try to do everything they can, even though the Yankees are down 1-2 in the series to Tampa Bay. Right now, the Yanks are up 2-0. They're going to do everything that they can to make sure that the Yankees get to the ALCS so that they can play the Astros. Because what? You talking about the New York Times. There's no team bigger than the Yankees in Major League Baseball in the last 100 years. No team. I don't care if the Seattle Mariners, which was probably the worst team in Major League Baseball this year, if they would have made it to the playoffs and played the Yankees, you're playing in prime time. Period. So that's what they want to happen. And honestly, that's what I want to happen for a couple of reasons, a bevy of reasons. One, so that I can feud with my father because he is a die-hard Yankees fan. By the way, y'all check him out on the Other Hand Sports on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. Also, check out us together, The Solid Grip, on YouTube. Subscribe. And I didn't even put my banner down here. I need to put my banner. Bloop, there it goes. Like, comment, subscribe for your boy. All right? Now, here's the thing. The Astros, the bats have woken all the way up. Somebody got down there in the dugout and shook the bat rack up and woke all them bats up because everybody's hitting, except for Gurriel. But you know, boy, that Cuban monster, you know his bat gonna come alive. You know it. He ain't gonna stay down like that. His bat gonna come alive just when we need it to. Watch what I tell you. Same thing happened when we played the Dodgers in 2017. His bat came alive. Matter of fact, in that historical game we played, was it game 5, I think, where we ended up winning 14-13? We were down 0-4, right? And he came in there and hit a 3-run shot. Matter of fact, we was down 1-4, I think. He came in there, hit a 3-run shot, tied the game up, and turned that game into something totally different. As you know, a historical game. So, man, shout out to the Astros. Springer doing his thing. He had 2 home runs in this series. Carlos Correa, he had 2 home runs in this series. 11 RBIs. Jose Altuve, my boy, Jose. I can't talk without mentioning Jose. I love Jose Altuve, my favorite player. His bat then came alive. He had 3 hits yesterday, and he had 2 home runs in this series. Michael Brantley had 2 home runs in this series. 2 of them came today, matter of fact. Oh, man, we out here playing ball. And I'm telling you right now, whoever we face in the ALCS, you better watch out. Because if you get in this team right here, yeah, you're going to have to come with it. We might not have a bullpen. We might not have a starting pitching. The other teams have, like Tampa Bay. I do not want Tampa Bay to beat New York because Tampa Bay, they got probably the best starting lineup of pitchers and bullpen. And that's going to be tough to deal with. But if you playing these Astros, man, we will give it to whoever, whenever, and we issuing out butt whoopings for free. Period. This show was meant to be short and sweet, and that's exactly what it's gonna be. So again, check out The Solid Grip. Subscribe to that channel. On the Other Hand Sports, subscribe to that channel. And man, y'all stay locked in with your boy. For me, J.R. Wilson, this is The Solid Grip. Grace to
Hey,
all.
it's time to open up your ears and your eyes. You are now tuned in to Grip It and